took me a while to realize and to have the confidence to play with knowing that I have that skill and that knowing that I can keep up with these players and I can be better than these players and I can compete at a high level. Like it took me a while to learn that about myself. And I went through a lot of trial and error and just a lot of basically confidence building, I'd say, throughout the early part of my career for sure. It took me a very long time to get to a point where I'm super confident going into a lot of my matches, which I feel like now.
Hey everyone, Sage2 here. I'm here with Sentinels Bang, the perfect stage.
Yeah.
5-0.
Yeah.
The Levi haircut. How are you feeling after securing a clean stage like that?
I'm feeling great, honestly. It's nice to be able to show to everyone and to the fans just how good we can be. I feel like, even though I feel like we were always like the favors, and I feel like that with every match we play, to be honest, but I felt like I was really proud of how clean we were in a lot of our matches, and you know how kind of I'm not gonna say easy, but just how disciplined we were, and you know we didn't make many. We made mistakes, but honestly, I feel like we played just some of the best that we've played throughout the entire year. I think it compared pretty well to stage one, which we didn't have a flawless regular season, but we started feeling really good going into playoffs, and I kind of feel like the exact same vibe right now with our team.
Do you feel like the big turning point was that Furious series?
Yeah, I do think so. Well, I think we already clicked before that, but I think it was the biggest thing was just after the G2 match, just being able to come together and just realize that we were not playing the way we need to play in order to be able to make champions, and not even just make champions, but get a really good high seed in the playoffs, which is absolutely our goal. We need to win something. We want to win something, and we honestly we feel that everyone on the team feels as though we need to win something for sure. And it sucks getting second as many times as we have. So it's just we are just so driven to become the best team in Americas. We're just super driven for that. And that's kind of been on our minds ever since our G2 match, and we just kind of locked in and gotten a lot better and showed that.
I mean, that makes a lot of sense. You know, I actually want to ask you about that because I think with G2 before they had that issue where because of them just being so good, there were some points where they had to keep moving that goalpost to say okay, we're doing great in Americas right now, but we have higher aspirations. How were you specifically able to, maintain this aspect of, we're winning these games and we already locked first seed, right? But we're shooting for so much higher. How do you continuously tell yourself that you need to keep improving so that you don't get complacent heading into champs? Yeah,
I think we take it one match at a time. Every single match we play at our 100%. We don't hold back, honestly, throughout the entire regular season. We've just been just had such a high standard for ourselves, and if there are mistakes and things happen, we talk about it, and we don't let it just go and just be whatever, we won the match. We make sure we review every single one of our matches, and if there's important things to be brought up, then they are. I just think no one really doesn't have the motivation to do that. Everyone on the team is so motivated to get better and to just be the best team. That's all we want to do is just get over this hump of not being able to win anything. We can't get a first place, but that's the biggest motivator for us right now. And I think it's not hard. When you have that in your mind, it's not hard to have such an insane work ethic, which I feel like everyone on the team does.
Yeah, no, I mean, what's been really cool about interviewing you guys on a week-to-week basis is kind of seeing how the mindset is pretty always very consistent. And it seems like after the G2 series, you did the prep after Furia where the team was able to finally take a 2-day break. Yeah. Which actually first, what did you do on your 2 days off?
You don't want to ask me. I don't do anything fun. I just try to relax and get good sleep, fix if my sleep schedule is whatever. I mean, it's always been good, but I just try to use that as an R&R. I don't like to play a lot. Sometimes I do because I'm addicted and I need to play. Honestly, that's just I'm just addicted to playing the game and winning. So I end up playing sometimes, but I try to just take it easy, relax. That's really all I do. I don't really, sometimes I do fun things with friends, but that's really all it is.
Yeah. So was it more anime based or was it more friends based those 2 days?
Probably friends. I've been slacking on the anime. Haven't really watched a lot recently. If anything, I've been watching real person, Netflix shows. stuff like that. So I'm not watching a lot of animated stuff, but yeah. So I actually do think the One After Fury, I got addicted to a series. So yeah, I've been binging some things here and there.
What series?
I just watched the series called The Outsider. It's Jason Bateman directed like the first 2 episodes, but he's like it's just a really good show about like it's a really interesting plot. It's just a murder mystery, and it's I was like looking for one, and I was like, damn, I found a good one. This is really good. I got hooked in like the first 2 episodes. So.
Yeah. And then how was that like for you, just to finally have those 2 days off for you?
It felt really good. I think it's nice, like I said, like I think me specifically as a player, I enjoy having time off because I feel like I can get into this mindset of like playing, grinding, and I don't realize how much it helps me to reset and not play and to just take a break and relax, because all I want to do is improve. And I feel like the best way to do that in my head, at least what I understood about myself, was like, okay, I just want to play more and get better. But I feel like I've grown to the point that I can understand that how much I need R&R and not play and to just take it easy. And yeah, I think that's why I really value like the breaks and days off whenever we can get them.
Is that something that you've realized within yourself after joining Sentinels, or is that something that you realized maybe when franchising started and there was this set structure for things?
I actually do think it's after Sentinels. I didn't realize it much. I was just like, these last 2 years, like 2023 and 2024, with other stuff that I was going through and like other interesting situations that I had to deal with, I kind of was just like, okay, 2024, I was like, okay, this is the year I'm going to play a load of DMs. I'm going to grind. I'm going to play a lot of ranked. I'm going to try to play the game a lot, and which I always try to do, but I really feel like I've turned it to like 11 on the scale last year and this year, and I was just like, it helps, but it feels like there are times where it doesn't, and it's like, okay, I've realized that, I recognize that. We're just, when I'm playing the game, how much I'm enjoying it is like, I can just tell how much, if I've played too much or not. Like just like I could be in a scrim, I'm like, okay, I'm getting tired. I feel tired. I don't feel like super hungry right now. Let me just take a day to just not play ranked after practice, maybe not DM or whatever, whatever it is, and just kind of reset and go into tomorrow with like fresh, basically. That's kind of something that I've learned about myself in this year.
It seems like the self-awareness of yourself is a lot higher. Is that something that Cap specifically helped you out with, or was that something where you're just sitting, you're like, yo, I'm tired as fuck?
I honestly have talked to my teammates about it and Cap about it, and it's not like I was like in some crisis about it. I was just like kind of curious what they did. Like, what Cap was a player. I was curious about like his routines and my teammates' routines and how much they like to play and how much they don't. And yeah, I just kind of learned from them, and kind of everyone's different, so you have to figure out what works best for you. But it's something that I didn't realize how important it was for me. But it is important to take the time off and to not just throw yourself at the game, even if you're in a situation where I think it can get really tricky whenever you're like losing and you're just not like, you feel like you're playing bad. You just want to be like, okay, I need to play more and more, but it's really not always the answer for everyone.
But then how do you stop yourself from being able, when things are going a bit rougher? For example, that's not a good one to use just because of how the time, I was going to say Bangkok, but like when things are, you're not winning as much and you really do just want to push yourself, even though you know that's not good. How have you learned to stop yourself in those moments nowadays?
It honestly just takes discipline, because it's definitely like, it's an insane urge to want to be able to improve and play. Yeah, it's a hyperfixation. I mean, everyone that's a pro right now, they're addicted to Valorant. That's just the way that it is. Like they love playing the game. That's why they're pros. They put in an insane amount of hours, and they have for years. So it's honestly just, you have to have discipline and realize, hey, you don't need to play every single day. You'll be fine. You just need to figure out what works best for you. Some people they do play every single day after practice, ranked all day, maybe even ranked before practice. Like, it just depends on the person. And I just know that I'm not one of those people that can do that the entire time, and it's not the way I operate. But yeah.
I mean, your entire teens were essentially spent doing that with that high school. Is time flying by as a pro?
It actually is. It's been 5 years since I've started playing.
That's wild. You're like so young too.
Yeah. And it's kind of taken over my life, honestly. And it's a constant learning process is what it is. And it's just a constant improving process. And I still don't feel like I am where I want to be. And I am at my peak. I just want to be, I think every single person believes that they can get better, even if they've reached insane highs. Like I feel like everyone believes that they can do more than they've already done. And that's how I believe it. That's what I believe. And yeah, that's the way I look at it.
I'm curious, from your opinion, I feel like a lot of people have talked about how being a pro player, part of it is just that the mentality and what you're doing to go into the server to be able to perform under pressure situations. And then the other part is just being good at the game, honestly, like practicing. How would you say those percentages break up nowadays? Well, I'm speaking to you in 2025.
Yeah. I actually did an experiment because I felt like I was really good at the game from when I started playing. Like from the beginning, I think I knew that I had a lot of skill and potential, and it is important to have that. You have to have the raw ability to play. It sucks some people don't, and but yeah, you need to have the ability, the skill to be able to play, and it actually might just take longer for some people than it does for others, but you do have to have it. And I think it took me a while to realize and to have the confidence to play with knowing that I have that skill, and that knowing that I can keep up with these players and I can be better than these players and I can compete at a high level. Like it took me a while to learn that about myself, and I went through a lot of trial and error and just a lot of basically confidence building, I'd say, throughout the early part of my career, for sure. It took me a very long time to get to a point where I'm super confident going into a lot of my matches, which I feel like now. So yeah, it just takes a while, and it's just a constant learning process. If you have what it takes, you just have to trust that you know that you have what it takes, and you just have to. If you are anxious, if you are nervous, there are definitely, you can overcome it for sure. And I think that's something that I did during the early part of my career for sure.
How do you overcome your anxiousness or in those moments?
I think a lot of just many reps has definitely helps. Like I've played this game so many times, and kind of realizing that no one else has really reinvented the wheel and can outthink you in every situation, out aim you in a lot of situations. You just have to have the confidence in yourself, and it is confident. You need to build confidence first in order to overcome this anxiety and nervousness. So yeah, it's just, I've played this game so many times. The amount of reps that I've had, the amount of matches that I've played, it's gotten easier over time to get over that performance anxiety. But I definitely feel like I have at this point, and I'm pretty. Yeah, it's just, like I said, confidence building is really all it is.
Yeah. Also, I feel like this is the most confident that you've been in your own play, and it's also resulting in how you've been able to consistently go to all these different places. You're like Pitbull with how many places you've been traveling. Yeah. So because you've had so much time to really work on yourself with these things, let's take just results aside, I want to win champs or things like that. For you specifically and yourself, what are the primary things that you're working on most? Is it more so just centered around, what are the specific goals that you created with CAP that you really want to improve during this time before going to champs?
I think I just wanted to build honestly, I had issues with consistency throughout this year. Okay. Just individual play and confidence in myself. Like I said, I've always had that, but I had more issues than I anticipated this year. Some things that are just unrelated to that, and other things that I don't feel comfortable mentioning, but I have worked on. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I just wanted to build I just wanted to build more confidence going with this team. I already was confident that I could be a really good player no matter what team I was on, as long as I'm playing the role I'm comfortable playing. And going into this year is basically just asked if. It's asked of me if I can convert my skills that I had on 100 Thieves and, be able to do it on other teams, like Sentinels. And it was a challenge that I was up to, I was looking forward to, honestly. And yeah, I feel like I just kind of this year, getting really comfortable with my teammates and being able to fit into another team environment and just 4 different players, 2 different coaches. It's honestly just been a lot of adapting, and it's a really good, you have a really good ability to just I don't know, it gives you a skill that you haven't had before, or like, at least I haven't had before, which is just like adapting to different environments and different teams. And I feel like I've improved at that, and I feel like my teammates understand me really well, and they understand. I understand them very well, and honestly, I think interacting with teammates and just being confident in a different system has been something that I've really tried to focus on and work on this year, and I feel like I got a lot better at it.
Sean, thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.